It's time to put an end to the worries. Believe me, celestial intervention is at the door, ready to transform your reality today. No matter the size of the challenges you are facing, divine strength is ready to act in your life. It's time to leave fear and anxiety aside and make space for faith and hope. Discover how God can work wonders in your life right now. Imagine yourself in the eye of a storm, where everything around you is chaotic, but in the midst of it all, there is an inexplicable calm. Psalm 46:10 invites us to seek that refuge of serenity before God, even when the world around us seems to be falling apart. It's as if He called us out of the deafening tumult, saying, "Here, in this place of peace, I am present." This encourages us to turn off the noise of the world and focus our attention exclusively on God, leaving our worries and resistances behind. It is an exciting journey of self-knowledge where we discover strength in silence and surrender to the dynamic and revitalizing presence of God. Nothing compares to the powerful energy that emanates when we encounter God intimately. It is in this sacred encounter that we find the answers to our deepest questions, the solutions to our most difficult challenges, and the inspiration to achieve our wildest dreams. When we surrender to the presence of Christ, we open the doors of our soul to receive divine revelations. These revelations not only illuminate our path, but also empower us with unshakable inner strength. It is as if every fiber of our being is strengthened by the grace and truth that flow directly from the heart of God. Therefore, view every moment in the presence of Jesus as a precious opportunity for spiritual growth and personal renewal. Allow your soul to dive into the depths of divine love. Allow yourself to be transformed by the incomparable grace that only He can offer. So arise, with your heart full of hope and your eyes fixed on the eternal light. For in the presence of Jesus Christ, there are no limits to what we can achieve. There are no burdens we cannot bear, and there are no dreams we cannot fulfill. May every moment in His presence be a source of renewal and inspiration, guiding us along the path of truth, love, and true fulfillment. Imagine an ancient time where the wise words of prophets echoed among the mountains and valleys. Isaiah, one of these prophets, painted an eloquent portrait of divine power that transcends all human understanding. In his words, we find a narrative that resonates through the centuries, bringing with it an eternal and comforting truth. In chapter 45, verses 2-7, Isaiah presents us with a sweeping vision of God's sovereignty over all things. He tells us about the Creator who not only shapes the cosmos with His divine hands, but also carefully weaves the destinies of every living being. Imagine this: God, in His infinite wisdom, walking ahead of us, straightening the crooked paths of life. When we feel lost in a maze of challenges, He opens the doors to the hidden treasures that await us. These are not just material riches, but also the precious pearls of knowledge, wisdom, and love. What about the darkness that sometimes surrounds us, bringing with it fear and uncertainty? Isaiah assures us that even darkness is no match for the light that God brings with Him. He is the craftsman of the dawn, the painter of the sunset, and in His presence, darkness dissipates like fog in the morning sun. These verses are not just old words on a dusty page. They are a promise to us today, a reminder that no matter how complex our paths may seem, we are not alone. Amid the storms of life, there is a beacon of hope that guides us, a divine presence that never leaves us. So, the next time you feel lost or discouraged, remember these ancient words that echo through the ages. Every time we kneel in prayer, it is as if the universe itself is leaning in to hear us. It is a moment of deep connection, where our soul dialogues with the Creator, where our desires and gratitude find an echo in the vast corridors of the divine. It is an experience that transcends time and space, transporting us to a dimension where we are embraced by the infinite presence of God. Feel the power that emanates from each word spoken, the power to invoke the divine presence in our lives. It is as if we are touching the stars, feeding on the light that emanates from the heart of the universe. Each prayer is an act of faith, a declaration of trust in God's goodness and mercy. So, dive headfirst into this spiritual journey. Let prayer be your anchor amid the storms of life, your light in the darkness of uncertainty. For when we recognize God's supreme authority, we open the floodgates to an ocean of blessings and miracles, where every moment is permeated with divine presence. As we conclude this moment of communion, we lift our hearts in fervent prayer, crying out for the guidance of the Holy Spirit to enable us to prioritize what is eternal, to invest in a deep intimacy with the divine, and to walk the paths of truth and justice. Because it is through this intimate connection with the sacred that we find strength to face the challenges of existence, courage to overcome our limitations, and faith to believe in the miracles that are to come. May this moment be the starting point for a journey of unprecedented spiritual growth, where every obstacle turns into an opportunity, and every challenge becomes a stepping stone towards our divine realization. May we embrace each new day with gratitude and determination, aware that we are loved beyond measure and guided by an invisible hand that sustains and strengthens us. Therefore, let us move forward with confidence and courage, knowing that we are more than conquerors through Him who strengthens us. May the flame of faith burn incessantly in our hearts, illuminating our path and inspiring us to live with purpose and passion. For with God on our side, there is no mountain too high that we cannot climb, no challenge too difficult that we cannot overcome. Forward, with unshakable faith and inextinguishable hope, because the best is yet to come.